Welcome to the video. This is Maurice Bay, the helpful trucker, cruising into West Rock and West Point. About to drop this load of chips. And in this video, I'm gonna talk about what it costs to become an owner-operator. I think that's a video that people would get value from. What it costs to become an owner-operator. So while we riding through here, while I'm preparing to go on the tipper, so I can drop this load of chips, I'm gonna talk to you about the cost of becoming an owner-operator. So I'm definitely doing two things at one time, talking to you and doing my job. So just bear with me. Check this video out all the way to the end, and I'll give you that information, the cost to become an owner-operator. And I'm just gonna give you some basic raw costs. And what I mean by that is, you know, each person's situation is different, right? So your retirement, the cost of retirement, you know, paying your own taxes, stuff like that. I'm not gonna get too much into that stuff. Just the basic setup. What you gotta, what it costs to get set up, to get in the position to be able to drive your own truck and make money and get checks sent to you instead of to your company, so you know, for them to pay you. So I'm going through the process right now of making that transition. I'm in the process right now of making that transition from driving this truck for my dad, for my pop, to getting my own truck. Let me punch in my scale number real quick. Go. There we go. Yeah, so I'm making that transition right now. And this job that I'm on right now, dumping these chips, is the job that I plan to put a truck on of my own. So I got the work lined up already, and so obviously I've been looking around at what I have to do, and you know, how much money I'm gonna have to shell out to get my own truck, get my own trailer, and be able to pull freight, get insurance, stuff like that. So and I've given this information before, actually, on a few of my other videos, but maybe never in this way. So here we go. What it costs to get started as an owner-operator in your own truck. So you got the cost of the truck, obviously. You got the cost of a trailer, if you're gonna get a trailer. You have the cost of your insurance on the truck, to insure your truck. You have your registration, your tags, basically. That's what I mean by your registration. And you got your highway use. And you got your highway use tax. Those are the things that you have to pay to get just to get started. Right now, there are a lot of other things that you might decide to do in trucking that might require you to spend more money on other things, but just the basic setup, that's what you need right there, okay? So I don't with those basic elements. And if you're watching this video right now and you got something else to add to the list, feel free to put it down in the comments. But these are the only things that I'm looking at to have to get set up to do this job that I'm doing, that I'm on right now, taking chips from Dillwyn, Virginia to West Point. Virginia. That's the only thing I got to do to get set up to be able to do this job in my own truck. I got to get the truck, I got to get the trailer, I have to have insurance on the truck, I have to have a registration on the truck, and I have to pay highway use. Throw on my hard hat real quick. So again, if you got a little bit of a different setup that you're getting started with and you are pricing some other things, feel free to drop them down in the comments. But as far as me, those are the things that I'm dealing with. So what are the costs of those things? Well, I'm gonna start off with the smallest ones first. The smallest one's gonna be highway use tax. Highway use tax, I believe, is right around $500. I believe highway use is $500 a quarter, something like that. It's right around, it might be $500 a year, actually. I'm so sorry about that. Having a hard time recalling right now because I'm working while I'm talking to y'all. But highway use, I believe, is $500 for the year. And if I'm wrong on that, again, feel free to put that down in the comments. Registration is right around $2,500 for the year. I'm here in Virginia, so registration is right around, and by that I mean your tags. My tags for the truck that I'm looking at having to get. This thing get tangled up like this. There we go. My tags that I'm gonna have to get, about $2,500 for the year. You can pay them by the year, or you can pay them every 3 months. And then it is the cost of the insurance to insure the truck, which for me, what I'm hearing, and I've talked to my insurance guy, is right around $1,000 a month for commercial insurance in my name on a truck. Obviously, that's one of those things that's gonna vary a little bit from person to person. Experience is gonna be one of the things, obviously, that factors in to the cost of insurance for you, yourself, how long you've been driving. And of course, your driving record is gonna factor into that as well, obviously. Let me back in here. Give me just a second, I get back with y'all. There we go. All right, so cost of insurance, $1,000 a month. Truck get the shaking on here. What y'all know about that? When you backing up and your truck get the wiggling on you. It does that on these tippers, on this tipper anyway. All right, hang on one second, bear with me again. Let me make sure I got everything tightened down. The slippers right there. All right, lights off, glasses, because you got to have something on your face up out here. Go back here, open this door. So insurance, you gotta have $1 million in insurance. I'm hearing $1,000 a month for insurance. And then the cost of the truck and the trailer. Those are the other expenses that I'm looking at. So if, and now I've talked before, let me grab up something here real quick. I've talked before on my videos about the kind of truck that I'm looking for to put on this, to do what I'm doing right now. And so I've been seeing trucks at a price range of trucks. I've been looking, 05, 06, 07, 08, around there. And I've been looking at it as late as a 15, 16, 17. And the highest that I've wanting to go, I didn't want to go over 30,000. Just depends. But now here's where I'm gonna try to put you on to some jewels, because I don't see a lot of videos talking about this or giving you these figures that I'm about to give you. Most of the videos that I see talking about getting started as an owner operator are talking about getting really expensive trucks. 30,000 probably would be, compared to most people's standards, a pretty cheap truck. But here's the fact of the matter, man. The fact of the matter is, you can find you a good truck that's gonna run for $10,000. You can find you a good truck that's gonna run for less than $10,000. So when we're talking about the cost of the truck, obviously what you're gonna do with the truck, the utility of the truck, the purpose of what you're gonna use it for, has a lot to do with what kind of truck you're gonna get. But again, I stay in state. I don't go out of state. I do 2,500 miles a week, a little bit over that actually. And for that, and I'm also pulling around chips, as you can see, so we get paid by the ton. So obviously the more weight I pull, the more a load pays. So obviously I want to pull as much weight as I can. So the point that I'm making is, I'm doing 2,500 miles a week, a little bit more than that, and in addition to that, I'm pulling around 25 tons. I'm pulling around 50,000 pounds most of the, all the time, actually, right? So, and for that type of job, for that type of gig, you can find there's people that's out here with trucks that they bought for $10,000, for less than $10,000, that's riding and not having a whole bunch of issues with their truck either. Because I know the first thing somebody gonna say, yeah, you can get a truck for $10,000, but you're gonna have all kinds of problems with it. Well, again, that depends on who you talking to. I've said before, man, trucking is very, very personal. And if you've ever heard me say that before and wondered what I mean by that, is what I mean is, trucking is diverse enough that what one man is doing might not be what you doing. What one man wants to do might not be what you want to do. How one man is set up might not be how you set up. You know what I mean? Trucking is very, very personal. So when a person say, yeah, for 10,000 you can get a truck that's giving you a whole lot of problems, I mean, I guess, an individual can only give you their perspective, but I'm telling you firsthand from my perspective, we got all kinds of people, I ain't gonna say all kinds, but I know several people I've talked to, spoken with, and know several people that have gotten a truck to pull around a significant amount of weight and do a significant amount of miles in it for less than $10,000, right? I just talked to one of my friends the other day, actually. Damn, I'm late. I'm supposed to call him at 7:30 actually, about a truck, but he just bought a Freightliner Classic, a 02. It's an 02 Freightliner Classic. And this guy, has a few trucks. He knows about trucks. The fact that he bought it, it's a good truck that's running. He ain't paid no money for it. He paid $7,500 for it. He paid $7,500 for it. I got a relative that paid $7,500 for a truck, and is not in the shop. He's running it. He's making money with it. He in business. He didn't even buy the trailer. I ain't even got to the cost of the trailer yet, but he didn't even buy the trailer. He's renting the trailer, because that's an option as well. You don't have to buy a trailer. You could just rent one with the money that you're making. So when we're talking about the cost to get started as an owner operator, again, it depends on how you want to get set up. I'm planning on getting set up with my own trailer rent for one of these chip trailers that I'm pulling is $600, and I figure for $600 I can, you know, at the worst I can make a trailer payment, you know, just get a newer trailer and make a payment. That's at the worst. I can probably find a cheap one of these and pay cash for it. But irregardless of that, you know, you can obviously spend as much as you want to on a truck. So ain't no use in telling you, you know, what the top side is of getting started as an owner operator, because again, it just depends on how you want to get set up, what you're getting set up to do, and how much you want to spend. So, you know, on the low end of things though, you can spend less than $10,000 and get a truck. The guy that I'm supposed to call a guy tonight that I'm talking to about spending possibly $5,000 for a truck. And we're not talking about a truck that's gonna break down. We're not talking about a truck from some guy that I don't know. This is a guy that's also doing these chip runs, so he knows exactly what I'm doing. And he's actually considering buying the truck for himself as a backup truck to add to his trucks. But he told me about it because I told him I was looking around for a truck. So you know, $5,000, $6,000, $7,000, you can have you a truck. Right, so I already shared with you the cost of insurance. I already shared with you the cost of the registration and the highway use, and the cost of the trailer. These chip trailers will cost you $10,000 or $12,000. You go to the dealership and get them, I guess, to the Peerless place or whatever, the place that carries them, the lot, I guess, if you want to say, $10,000, $12,000. Or you can buy one used from somebody, 4, 5, 6, 7 grand. I've seen a few chip trailers for sale for as low as $2,500. I've actually seen chip trailers for sale for as low as $2,500. My dad bought a chip trailer a few years back, like 3 years ago, for $2,500. And again, we're not talking about a trailer that had a bunch of issues with it, or had to spend a bunch of money with it, or the lights kept going out or whatever. We're talking about a trailer that he was able to get and get it on the road, load it up, no problem, with 25 tons, with 50,000 pounds, and run it for a few years. I say he bought that trailer a year ago. He probably bought that trailer more like 5 years ago. He got rid of it like a year ago. Maybe a year and a half ago he got rid of that trailer. But those are the costs associated with just getting set up and getting started as an owner operator, getting your own truck. And again, there's a lot of other things as well. You know, you are in control of saving your own money and your, you know, retirement and any additional types of insurances you may need for any type of, you know, if you're getting set up hypothetically to do heavy haul or something like that, right? You're gonna have a different set of startup costs. So this is what I'm doing, and that's the best thing that, you know, I can kind of give you is I can't give you I can't tell you what it costs to get started doing everything, because I ain't got started doing everything. I'm only getting started doing what I'm doing. So all of those costs that I just now walked you through are things that I've already priced, and what I expect to spend over the next 90 days getting started as an owner operator with my own truck. Let me grab up this ticket real quick. It's the day before Thanksgiving. And as you can see, wasn't no other trucks over there. As you can see, there's no other trucks here. It's nighttime right now, so my watch is actually an hour ahead, hour and 8 minutes ahead actually, so it's more like 7:50, 7:48 at night, the day before Thanksgiving. I work hard, I grind like that. This is my last run for the night right here. Leaving out of the plant right now. Let me get my boots off. About to put my flops back on. And we out. If you got value from the video, be sure to go below, click the like button. Stay close to the channel because I got a lot more good videos coming from you for you. I'm on the journey right now of making the transition to an owner operator. So, and the plan is to release the content, release the videos as I go on that journey. So if you're on that journey as well, or if you're interested in going on that journey or knowing about it, make sure you subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any of the information that I drop in regards to getting your own truck and getting started in trucking. Y'all have a happy Thanksgiving. Enjoy your family time, enjoy your off time, enjoy the food. Love your people, love your family, love your life, love your work, love yourself. It's the Helpful Trucker. I'll see y'all in the next video.